Hi everyone, Chris here. Welcome back to Cheeky Crypto. It's great to have you back with us for another video. And in today's video, I'm going to call out 5 projects that I expect to do really well in March. We've had some really good success with the picks that we've been putting out, and I don't expect it to be any different today. Now, I've got 5 projects that I think are going to do really well. There are more, obviously, so do let me know in the comments below, what projects do you think I missed off that should have made this list? Really interested to get your views and opinions. But right, let's get down to the desktop and let's have a look at these projects. So I'm going to start first of all with 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗀𝗀𝗪. This is a project that I have been calling out, for a few weeks, right? And the reason why I think this one's going to do really well, it's going to bounce back and continue to perform, really well in this market, is because it held up really well initially when Bitcoin started to pull back. When Nick and myself were saying we were expecting the pullback, 𝗕 was really strong against Bitcoin, and I think we've seen this historically with projects like Solana. A few months later, they went on an absolute tear. So it'd be, I guess, down to the, what happens in the future, whether we see this with 𝗕, but but I am really positive about this project. I think it's going to do really well. Obviously, reimagine your world. I like how they kind of put that in here. Solutions for scaling that they've got, for multi-chain future, which I'm a huge fan of. Now, I know that they're doing stuff to bridge with Solana, Luna. I think they're even doing some stuff with Cardano as well. So it's an interesting project. I think it's going to do really well. But do let me know what your thoughts and opinions are on 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗀𝗀𝗪. Currently up 7.47% at the time of recording at $11.29. This is a project that I have been calling out for over a week, and you can see what it's done. For me, fantastic project that we expect big things from. But you've got to go away and do your own research. None of this is financial advice. This is just purely my opinion. So yeah, make sure that you're doing that research before making any investment decisions, knowing that the investment decisions that you make are yours and yours alone. They should definitely only be treated as educational purposes only. So moving on, Terra Luna, again, not a project that Nick and myself talk about too much on this channel, but it's definitely one that we kind of expect to do really well. Programmable money for the internet, spend, save, stake like never before is how they articulate it. Now, we haven't really talked about this project too much on the channel. Now, the reason for that is we're really looking for projects that influencers aren't already talking about. So, I just kind of want to give you a glimpse of my mind, right? I kind of feel like it's good to find projects that, from a technical point of view are really strong, from a team perspective are really strong. They're already starting to, make good ground in building a community. But for me, getting into, brilliant projects really early is definitely the key to making money in this space. Now, I like to couple that with, staking opportunities or yielding opportunities, because I think that builds up the portfolio massively. So that kind of gives you a bit of an insight as to why we haven't talked about this project too much. It's mainly because we've seen so many people talking about it already. Now, I know what you're probably thinking. You're probably thinking, well, you're talking about it now, Chris. Now, the reason why I'm talking about it now is because it's $93.45. It's ranked number 7, and to be honest, I think there's some tremendous growth to be had. Now, this was one that we were talking to our Patreon members about, and sort of talking about it in Discord, and it was sort of around the $50 mark. So we've already sort of pumped up massively, but I do think there's much more in the tank for this particular project. So although it's gone on a bit of a run from its lows that we've recently seen, and I don't think we should be FOMOing in and jumping into it like now. I think that when there's another pullback for this particular project, and you've got to go look at the charts, obviously, after doing all your research and making sure this is a project that resonates with you. I do think that there'll be other opportunities to get in this at maybe a lower price. But for March, I expect this project to do really well. So 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗀𝗀𝗪𝗀, Luna, I expect to do really well this month. Okay, moving on, and we've got Cosmos, again, another project that held up really well against Bitcoin when Bitcoin first started to pull back. I think that this one's going to do really, really well. You've got lots of different projects sort of, onboarding onto the Cosmos ecosystem. For me, it's a fantastic place for apps and services. Again, we expect this one to grow and grow and grow. And I expect more and more people to be talking about it, right? It's currently at $30.86, down 2.66% at the time of recording, rank 20. There is a theme going on here. Like, a lot of these projects, or all of these projects, are very strong, well-known projects. But I do think they're going to do really, really well for the month of March. So fantastic opportunity, this one, I feel. If you look at the 7 days, it hasn't seen that sort of same level of growth as, say, Terra Luna, but I think that over time this one has it in the bag to do that. Right, moving on, and this is the third project that I'm going to call out, and I feel like annoyed at myself that I'm even calling it out, but let me just give you the reasons why. So Solana, obviously Nick and myself were invested in Solana. Just for clarity, we're not anymore. We sold our position in Solana. However, it's mainly because there's so many CVs that own this particular coin. I think it's very centralized. They have had problems with keeping their protocol online. They have like an on and off switch. I just don't like that aspect of things. However, I think in time this project will become decentralized. There's lots of hype and I guess lots of community power with this particular project, that I do expect it to do really well in the month of March. Now, I know I'm not invested in it anymore, and the reason for that is I do expect VCs to dump on the market, and I do expect the price to plummet. I don't think that's going to happen in the month of March unless we see like a really big bull run with blow off tops and all that sort of stuff in the month of March, which I'm not anticipating happening. But if we were to see that, maybe they will. But in the meantime, I think there's potential for growth in this project, particularly. And when I started this video, it was much lower than this. But up 6.45% at only $104.44. I do expect some growth. It's ranked number 8 in the world by market cap, and for me, I think there's some fantastic opportunities. It has already started to run, which is unfortunate whilst I make this video. So do let me know what your thoughts are on Solana. Again, this is going to be full of really strong projects that I think are going to do really well. Moving on, we've got Harmony One. They have over 100 DAOs already. They have a really engaged community, and they're engaged and feel part of shaping the Harmony ecosystem through the likes of DAOs, as an example. I think this is just amazing. I think you've got the NFT bridge, you've got the bridge to Bitcoin now, you've got the bridge to Ethereum, you've got the 𝗕𝗘𝗪𝗧 Yacht Club. Obviously, you can port those over onto the Harmony ecosystem now. So through their partnership, I just think that there's just so much going on for this project, and I'm only scratching the surface. There is money available for grants to build your own projects. For me, this is the project of opportunity. I think the transactional fees are really cheap, and I think this is a project for anybody and everybody to potentially get involved in. A little bit here about the 𝗕𝗪𝗪𝗧 Yacht Club, metaverse and gaming. There's just so much DeFi kingdoms, for example. There's just so much going on, right? You've got great staking opportunities. Nick and myself run a pool for Harmony, so plenty of opportunities to get some yield. And again, that sort of forms part of Nick and my strategy around crypto investing. So for me, fantastic opportunities. Currently up 1.11% at 16 cent 58. Again, I think this is a fantastic opportunity, ranked number 50 by market cap now. I mean, this was ranked like over 500th position or over 1000th position when Nick and myself first invested in this. And that's why we talk about our differences to perhaps some of the other YouTube channels. Is Nick and myself have been in Harmony since 0.5 cent, maybe less in fact. but 0.5%, right? As an example, we've seen, fantastic growth in this project, and I think this price is still undervalued for what they are putting out. But do let me know what your thoughts and opinions are on Harmony. One that I would recommend researching massively, before making any investment decisions. This one for me, I feel, is probably the most undervalued on this list. But you go be the judge of that, and do let me know what your thoughts and opinions are in the comments below. Moving on, and this is the fifth and final project, and that will be Avalanche. Again, a project with immense technology that sits beneath it, one that I expect to do really well. I don't think it's had a similar run like some of the others that we've called out here, with like Solana and Luna, for example. But I do think that's going to be a thing of the past. I do think that we are going to see a run for this project. I think it's massively undervalued, and I think it's one that deserves you spending some time to do some research on. And if it resonates with you, maybe this is an investment decision that you will make. But again, interested to get your views and opinions in the comments below on Avalanche. Right, again, staking opportunities, talk about this a lot. You've got staking opportunities with many of these projects. It's eco-friendly, it's low cost, and again, you can build apps on this particular project, with smart contract capabilities and all that sort of wonderful stuff. I just think that there's so much opportunity here, right, with Avalanche. Currently at $85.54, down 0.48% at the time of recording, ranked number 10 by market cap. Again, I think this is definitely a project, and definitely at this price an opportunity to explore if it's a project that resonates with you. So do let me know what your thoughts are. Really interested to know. I hope you enjoyed the video. For me, this is Chris AI now, looking at projects. I've got a very good track record when calling out projects over the last 12 to 14 months that we've had the YouTube channel. You just have to have a look at the history of the channel, go right back to the very beginning, and look at some of the prices of these projects that we were calling out, like 𝗕𝗃 at I think it was less than 2 cents. We were calling out 𝗕𝗃. Cardano less than 10 cents, VeChain less than 0.5 cent, Harmony less than 0.5 cent, Elrond, for example, less than $20. Less than $15. What am I talking about? We've literally been calling out projects that are solid with great teams and great tech for many months. And I think, I've put out stuff on our Discord. Jump in our Discord, learn more about our channel and what we do. I see other big YouTubers saying, if you want to make money in crypto, subscribe and follow and all that jazz. Well, go have a look, because there isn't another channel that's transparent as Nick and myself. Go down to our Discord, at me, and ask me to show you every single project that we've called out. I'll show you the spreadsheet, and it'll show you how much you would have made if you had invested when we first pulled it out. And we continue to pull out fantastic gems, and we will continue to do so. But with all that said, crypto is a volatile market. It's very risky, and even if you do all the research in the world, you might just miss something. Whether that be a rogue employee, whether that be the fact that an employee or founder has been involved in scams previously. It's really important to look at these sorts of things and call literally you have to do the research yourself, is kind of the point that I'm trying to make. And even if you do that, you can't be 100% confident that there won't be an issue down the line. But with that said, go away, do your research, make sure that you understand what it is that you're invested in, and only invest what you're willing to lose. Really important. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, mash up that like button, subscribe if you really want to make money in crypto. Join us in Discord, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.